You give the AI a prompt to handle a simple task, and 2 hours later, you are still fact-checking hallucinations and fixing formatting errors. The tool that was supposed to save your afternoon just created more work. We have treated these models like execution engines, but they were built to generate text. A standard chatbot can write a response, but it cannot coordinate a complex process across different applications. OpenAI's workspace agents represent a different category of software. They move past the chat box interface to manage actual workflow logistics behind the scenes. Think of them as an autonomous automation layer. Instead of requiring a developer to stitch together brittle pipelines in Zapier or Make, you can describe a multi-step process in plain English and have the agent build the connections itself. Every team on an eligible plan essentially just gained a free digital employee. However, this new employee is incredibly literal. Give it a poorly defined process, and it will execute the wrong task with flawless consistency. Using a custom GPT required the human to carry the process. You had to upload the files, start the session, and verify every step. With agents, the coordination heavy lifting shifts to the software. An agent can independently read an inbound RFP, pull prior responses, check a calendar, and draft a structured reply without a human driving the session forward. The crucial detail is where this happens. These agents operate directly inside the channels where your team already communicates, such as Slack. Internal tools usually fail for a boring reason. People forget to open them. Integrating the automation natively into existing chat rooms ensures it remains a permanent part of the daily rhythm. We are moving away from the habit of asking a model a question and toward delegating a process to a system that lives exactly where the work is done. Watch what happens when you feed an open-ended directive into the system. If you ask an agent to invent a Q3 strategy or conduct market research, the result is a messy, unusable hallucination. Workspace agents will fail in these scenarios because they lack the ability to handle high-value, ambiguous human judgment. But if you pass a structured task through the filter, like an overnight synthesizer that deduplicates support tickets and delivers a morning digest, it works perfectly. These agents succeed by automating the coordination layer that typically buries a human team. They take over the mundane logistics, allowing the reviewer to focus solely on the final output. Agents execute real tasks across live applications. This means a flawed instruction creates corrupted company data instead of a simple typo on a screen. Picture an enthusiastic sales rep who builds a useful pipeline agent using their personal, authenticated credentials. Suddenly, every person in that Slack channel has a backdoor into sensitive CRM databases. This is why enterprise governance is a requirement. Security leads need strict safety mechanisms before they can trust and deploy autonomous systems across a company. The solution relies on back-end controls, role-based publishing permissions, version history tracking, compliance APIs, and instant kill switches to sever app connections the moment a workflow goes off the rails. For enterprise buyers, this governance structure is the actual product. It separates a terrifying tech demo from a secured, deployable system of record. This shifts the role of operations professionals. They move away from manually gluing together brittle lines of code to become architects who design, test, and govern digital workers. To test this theory, the window is short. The preview is free for now, but OpenAI switches to credit-based pricing on May 6th. Pick one boring 5-hour-a-week task. Write the process down in a single paragraph. Wire the agent into your team chat and let it run for 1 week. Do not ask your team if the AI was impressive. Ask a much stricter question. Did the time spent reviewing the agent's output stay below the time it actually saved? Successful AI adoption requires a focus on lifting the repetitive load off your human team rather than chasing a futuristic feeling. It works when it creates the capacity for people to do their actual jobs.